But as I was saying, people, the devil uses every tool at his disposal. Like I said, people, he's been around since the beginning, sowing his web. But guess who else been around since the beginning? Sowing his web, sowing his seeds. And his seeds are good compared to the world. You know what I'm saying? Everything that God created is good. So think about that. Everything. But the devil has allowed men to create the most evil things. Let's take something simple as a sex toy. I'm sure somebody was like, man, I can have pleasure. I can pleasure myself. Let's make something sexual. They even got a special on it when sex toys started being created. You know, just think about it. It was all about pleasure. When God tells you he made you a man and a woman, he made them body parts to be able to please one another. And he made marriage so it can be so joyful and good that if you do it the right way, you don't have to worry about no sex toys. But look at it. Everybody, it's normal. It's normal. No, it ain't. There's nothing normal about it. That's man trying to make something that God made our bodies to be able to please one another. He made a man to be able to please a woman and a woman to be able to please a man. God know what he's doing. He ain't make no extras. You understand? He did it. And it's something simple. Just take protection. Condoms. Condoms is a way for you to have multiple sex partners and not have to worry about no repercussions. Most people are like, that's a good idea. That's a great idea. You know what's a better idea? Sustaining from sex. I wish I knew a lot of stuff that I know now that I didn't know then. But if you think about it, it all makes sense. The devil try to make pleasure easy. Not really easy in the sense. He tried to make it different from how God created it to be. So, what are you going to do? You going to keep listening to the devil? You understand? Like, one of my biggest weaknesses, and I finally conquered this a few months ago, was pornography. I ain't going to lie to you. I ain't going to lie to you, people. Because I thought it was innocent. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with this. Shoot, yes it is. It can lead to addiction. And then you start worrying about it. Then you start trying to take away the natural use. It just pleasure yourself. I don't think God even likes that. I don't even think God likes masturbation. Because he's like, you want a wife? I got you one. I can get you some. Well, I'm just saying, people, everything looks good. But if you look at the backstory of all these porn stars and stuff like that, man, their lives are miserable. They look happy because it's acting. It's acting, people. You know, I was watching a movie the other day. Saw the preview to a movie, 3-Way. This good guy finna meet two women and trick them to having sex with one another, which is wrong in multiple ways. In multiple ways. And people are doing it now because it's the norm. I guess it's fun. It's not the norm. That's not how it's supposed to be. None of that is normal. I'm telling you, the devil been weaving his web so long that it's confusing at times. And it was confusing to me. But I thought, well, I'm single. This shouldn't hurt nobody. But it hurt me. It hurt me. I shouldn't need to stop this. You understand? I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and it went away. And I hope it stay away. You understand? Which is one thing about watching this television, boy. Whew. They're going to show you some things that make you want to go backwards. That's why you got to keep the cross on. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. However long you need to keep it on, keep it on. I'm just telling y'all some truths here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. I'm still learning. Now, I understand. I understand what the word says. He said, if you ain't married, you will have problems in the flesh. But I have prayer. But what he said, but I've spared you. Now, all things work for the good of those that love God. Am I saying if you slip up and watch a little, that God won't forgive you? No, I believe he will. Because he knows. You understand? But he's eventually going to take it away from you. That's what I'm trying to make you understand. He don't want you to be dependent on the unnatural, but the supernatural. But you need him to do it. You can't do this by yourself. You can't live in this deceitful world thinking you're gonna make it to the streets of gold without Jesus. It ain't finna happen. I'm just telling you right now. It ain't finna happen, people. You might can make gold floors in your own house, but it ain't God's kingdom. You can put gold all over. That still don't mean nothing. You still gotta pay that power bill. You understand? Guess what? When Jesus come back, he said he gonna be the light of the city. You ain't gotta pay for none of the flooring. You gotta pay for none of the onyx stones or all the other stones that's gonna be there. It's already made for you. He said, I go to prepare a place for you. You don't got to make it yourself. He gonna make it. He's gonna make everything right. Think about what I just said. He's gonna make everything right. So you gotta trust in him. You gotta trust in him. I'm telling you, this world is quite deceitful. It makes bad look good and good look bad. Think about all these debates. I scrolled through my phone. I saw so many debates about gender and all this and that. And it's like everybody who say a man is a man and a woman is a woman, according to their body parts, it's like people like, no, that's not what I'm like, what in the world? This world is so deceitful. The devil is so deceitful. He didn't convince people that they can be something that they ain't. Far as in the natural. It doesn't make sense, but people have believed it. And I'm talking about, they ain't got no proof. Science can't even back them. Science can't even. Then they just get to, you're crazy. I can do what I want to do. Okay. All right. They just say you don't want sound doctrine. Even your doctrine. You don't even want it. Then they be like, well, are you a doctor? I got to be a doctor to know that a vagina and breasts institute natural breasts, institutes a woman, and a penis institutes a man. I ain't got to go to science school for that. When I was in 4th grade, they gave us a video in school to show us about the sexual reproductive organs. They were like, this is a man and this is a woman. And we had no problems with it growing up because we knew that's what it is. That's what I got. That's what you are. Now it's like, what in the world? Even teachers are teaching classes on the different gender roles and stuff like that. In elementary school, pushing their agenda on everything. But you can't bring Christ up in school. But I can tell you that you're a giraffe and you are actually a human being. What in the world is wrong with this world we live in right now? It's like sound doctrine don't even make sense. Let me put it this way. There's some science out there that's sound doctrine. But it's something that overrides science. The Holy Bible. I'm trying to tell you something now. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. There is a doctrine that covers everything. It might not go into the atoms and the cells and all this and that, but it tells you the truth without even having to go into that stuff. But it's like they don't even pay attention to that no more. But they'll say, I don't want y'all to teach my kids the Bible. But you would we'll allow them to teach our kids foolishness. I had a debate with somebody about that. I said, where is it in nature? When I see a special on gay lions, I don't know why I will use that. When I see a special on gay lions and lions who don't know what they really is, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna see it, people. You're not gonna see it. I'm just being real. It ain't no documentaries out there like that. None. Even the insect kingdom is different from, boy, so you might just throw science out the window too. So if they throwing science out the window, what you need to put in the window? The Holy Bible, the truth. It's time to go on and start putting the Bible back in schools. Since the Bible is so foolish, but they'll put this foolishness in there. They even had a gay man. It's like, why y'all teaching and endorsing the homophobic flag, the LGBTQ flag? Let me pause now, we'll continue.